The Caribbean nation of Trinidad and Tobago is the latest to see an increased travel warning from the U.S. State Department. On March 21, the department issued a Level 3, reconsider travel rating for U.S. travelers to the island nation, citing a surge in violent crime. The warning notes an increase in assaults, robberies, and shootings, stating that foreigners and a U.S. legal permanent resident have been recent victims of kidnapping. The crime levels in the sunny nation have been so bad that Trinidad and Tobago declared a temporary nationwide state of emergency on December 30, 2024 and then extended the warning on January 13, 2025. There are also specific warnings for travelers who have plans to visit Port of Spain, the nation's capital on the larger island of Trinidad. Currently, U.S. government employees are prohibited from traveling to certain neighborhoods in Port of Spain. So why is crime in Trinidad and Tobago spiraling out of control? Many different factors are cited as contributing to the high crime rates on the twin island state. The fact that Trinidad is the sole transshipment point between the main continent of South America and the Caribbean, which then provides a straight path toward the United States and also the UK and Europe, makes it a key strategic location for international drug smugglers. This is one of the reasons cited by officials for the high rates of crime on the island. Socio-economic disparities have also been cited as a contributing factor. But most experts and Trinidadian locals agree, the main source of the high rates of violent crime on the island stem from the proliferation of gangs and gang culture throughout the state. Gangs in Trinidad and Tobago are entrenched in the culture and structure of society in a way that is different from, say, the United States. Many gangs in Trinidad provide services on behalf of the Trinidad government. They receive government contracts to clean and maintain roadways, facilitate construction and infrastructure development projects, leveraging gang members and their ability to mobilize many men from disadvantaged or impoverished communities as a labor force. The difference is, this practice doesn't appear to be relegated to a subdivision of society, or only limited to certain areas. This is a standard practice on the island. Leaders of notorious gangs are referred to as community leaders. Gangs in Trinidad and Tobago. Gangs in Trinidad and Tobago can be categorized into two main groups: Rasta City, Rastas, and Muslims. Despite what the names suggest, these groups are not explicitly defined by religious affiliation, although the Muslims are affiliated with an extremist international Muslim militant group known as Jamaat al-Muslimin. Members of the group orchestrated a failed coup against the Trinidadian government in 1990, the only Islamic coup ever attempted in the Western Hemisphere. Members affiliated with Jamaat al-Muslimin were also involved in an attempted terrorist attack in 2007 to detonate explosives that would destroy the JFK International Airport in NYC. These two groups have traditionally been at odds with each other. These conflicts have been documented in songs and social media publications released by popular artists allegedly affiliated with these gangs. Most recently, Trinidad dancehall music, popularly known worldwide as Trinidad music, has surged in popularity along with the rise in violence on the island. The stories of conflicts within the Rasta City gangs have become especially popular. As it was explained to us by locals, a group of the Rasta City gang located in St. Paul Street broke ties with the main Rasta gang located in the infamous Beetham Gardens. This offshoot became known as 6-6, and the name 6 became very popular through music. Allegedly in response, the main Rasta City gang in Beetham Gardens began referring to themselves as 7, and many other gangs adopted single-digit numbers to identify themselves, like, for an 8 and 2 and 5, and some Muslim gangs refer to themselves as 9. Many of these gangs have popular alternative names. For example, 7 is also referred to as aliens, while many Muslim gangs also identify as unruly ISIS. In reality, Trinidad is estimated to have 186 gangs with more than 1,750 members. The effects on the small twin island state is devastating. In 2024, Trinidad recorded its highest murder rate on record with a total of 608 murders. To put this into perspective, Trinidad has approximately the same size and population as Delaware, the second smallest state in the United States. Delaware had a murder rate of 5.6 per 100,000 inhabitants in 2024, while the murder rate in Trinidad and Tobago as of 2024 was 45.7 per 100,000 inhabitants. Does Trinidad have a plan to defeat the gangs? In 2025, Trinidad elected Pamela Persad Bissessa, the only woman to ever lead the country before, To the presidency, along with her new cabinet, comes former Trinidad and Tobago Police Force's very popular former Superintendent Roger Alexander. For reference, he is the thumbnail for the very popular Vice documentary titled Corruption, Cocaine and Murder in Trinidad, which currently has 9.2 million views. Alexander has stated that he resigned from his position in the police force because it limited the ways in which he could help the country remedy the crime situation. Alexander, who has been appointed Minister of Homeland Security, has expressed interest in possibly implementing an El Salvadorian-type strategy for dealing with gangs and gang violence in the country. So do you plan on visiting Trinidad? Are you from Trinidad? Was the information in the video accurate? Do you think the newly elected government reduced the murder rate in the country? Let us know in the comments.